Binary thinking is when you think that there are only two sides and you can only pick one. You're either right wing or left wing. You're either Democrat or Republican. If you're on the right wing, you automatically go along with what the right wing people think. And if you are on the left wing, you automatically subscribe to whatever the left wing people think. It's a very dangerous way of thinking because you think your tribe is right. And whatever they do, you have to be okay with that. And that is not right. When we are engaged in binary thinking, we get stuck making assumptions. The problem with the preconceived assumptions are that you don't want to investigate about others. You don't want to investigate about the truth. You have made up your mind. Why bother getting to know someone when you already have a clear picture of who they are? You don't want to give a chance to other party to be heard. And the world doesn't function like that. There are gray areas which you have to investigate. Binary thinking makes us intolerant because we wouldn't listen to others. If you don't listen to others, you won't be able to understand the problems. And if we don't understand a problem, then we won't be able to solve any issue. We live in a complex world, and it requires engaging with everyone to solve our problems. How many times in history have we seen two parties, two groups, two nations fight over an issue? After having sacrificed thousands of young men on the battlefield, the two groups then sat down and resolved their differences by negotiating. Why not sit down, discuss, and negotiate before so many lives are lost and millions of families destroyed? If you belong to a political party that opposes free healthcare, then you should take a deep look and ask yourself why you're supporting them in depriving people of free healthcare, and why you're not fighting for free healthcare. If a nation like the US or the UK can spend billions on submarines and atomic bombs, then why not spend a few billions on free education or free healthcare? It's not about following your political party blindly, it's about evaluating each of their actions. If a group's specific action is right, then everyone should stand up and help out, regardless of what political party you belong to. And if a group's action is not right, then everyone should oppose their action. It's not about either your tribe or my tribe. It's about which of their stance or action is worth standing for. For example, nowadays we are going through Israeli genocide of Palestinians. And if you're in Ben Shapiro's camp, then you would assume that Jews wanted to have an independent state and the Arab nations didn't like that and they attacked Israel, and Israel continues to offer peace. But the Palestinians don't want that, and they want to eliminate all Jews. And that is a very wrong way of thinking. With that assumption, you will never try to find out that the founder of the state of Israel, David Ben-Gurion, whose birth family name was not even Ben-Gurion, it was Grun. David Grun was from Poland, who immigrated to Palestine. The first president of Israel was Chaim Weizmann, was a Russian immigrant to Palestine. You will never ask yourself a question how people from Eastern Europe become founders of a newly created country in Middle East called Israel in 1948. You will never try to find out that in 1948, over 700,000 Palestinians were evicted, displaced by the Zionist militia from Palestine. And where did they go? You will never try to find out that between 1948 and 1953, around 723,090 Jews immigrated from various parts of the world to occupied Palestine. You will never try to find out how in 1935 Jewish population grew in Palestine from 57,000 to 320,000 under British guidance, which caused the Great Palestinian Revolt. That is in 1 year. In 1 year, in 1935, they grew from 57,000 to 320,000. You will never ask why Gaza is called an open-air prison.